Hey, it's Scork11, and I'll have a Xenoblade 2 series soon on how I would rebalance blades for their stats and skills in combat, continuing off of how I would rebalance them for availability. But before that, I wanted to talk about the suspended pathway, which, by the way, is a really nice view of the world tree. I forget if I included this in my favorite viewpoints. I think I did. So, I was originally confused about this area for the longest time because it seems like there's really just nothing here, just this platform, not really a great view, can't see a whole lot from here, unlike other secret areas where you usually can see a whole lot. I mean, granted, you can't see, you still can't see much from over there anyway, but so it is still weird that you can't see much, unlike most secret areas, but so I always wondered why it was called Suspended Pathway. Until finally, after about 3.5 years of playing Xenoblade 2 and many, many files, I forget how many, I finally noticed a few months ago on my most recent file that is the suspended pathway. So people who've been playing the game a long time probably already knew this a long time ago, and I'm just dumb for only having just figured it out a few months ago. But for anyone who's newer, then this can act as a PSA because this leads to a chest with a very useful item if you get it as early as this is available in Chapter 4. You can get an alphabet course to raise the art points earned. So very useful to get that early on. So I never realized until just a few months ago that you can jump onto that. I didn't even know that pipe was there. So you can jump onto the pipe and then onto the actual suspended pathway. So the reason that I figured out this was here was actually just because of looking for the chest. I saw the chest through the vent in the main ventilation shaft. Noticed the chest there that I had never seen before, and then tried to figure out how to get to it. So I believe what I did was following the map. I looked on the map at where it was and basically just followed it. I noticed this here and tried to follow that and realized it came out at the suspended pathway, and that's how to reach the chest. So there's actually nothing down there at all. There's just this really long ladder, not quite as long as the one in that Breath of the Wild shrine. You know the ladder I'm talking about. I forget the name of the shrine because they all sound so similar, but you know that shrine. So, yeah, long ladder, just so you can get back up should you fall down or jump down there to look to see if there's anything. But I looked multiple times, I couldn't find anything down there at all. And before discovering this, I never realized that you could walk on these pipes. That was another part of how I figured out how to get there, is that I saw that the path leading to the chest was these pipes up here, so then I looked and saw that there was a vent over that way. And then in here is the chest with the alphabet course. Also a rare core crystal, but that's not too important. So very useful to have this so early on, as early as chapter 4 you can find this. Doesn't matter for me anymore since this is my almost 100% file. I never completed a few blade charts though. The really annoying ones like Vess, I never completed Vess. But other than that, this was an almost 100% file. And now it's even closer to that because I finally discovered that missing chest that I never knew was there until just a few months ago. So anyway, that's it for this sort of PSA, I guess. I guess I'll lump this in with the more obscure, useful things, along with those DE videos I did on some gem stuff and the tagging of unique monsters. So I guess this basically counts as that. I could probably also do one on the Shining Star chips in Temperantia, if anyone actually cared about that, but I'm pretty sure plenty of people have already done that, and it's well known enough that there's no point doing a video on obscure, useful information, because I don't think that's too obscure. But if I find anything else, then I'll probably do sort of guides slash PSAs on that. But probably not, since there's so many things that people have already discovered and done PSAs on plenty of times already. But anyway, see you next time!